Hello everybody, I'm Laura and welcome to this episode of You Asked For It, which is where I take a bunch of sewing patterns and I put them up for a poll to see which ones you guys want to see made next. And you guys wanted to see these two. Let me go pull them off the wall because they are completed. Just a sec. The first one that I made and that I am actually wearing is McCall's M8256. I tried to make this version, the View D, but I ended up I didn't have quite enough fabric. So what I did was I made View D as best as I could with a little shorter sleeve. And so I'll give you a twirl here in just a little bit, and you can see that the sleeve is a little bit shorter than what's in the pattern. This was a very easy, very beginner friendly pattern. A couple of years ago, this was going around on Sewing YouTube, and I thought it was cute and I thought it was simple, and I wanted to make it, and so I did. It is a level 1 Learn to Sew, so it's exactly what it said. There's sleeves, there's the front piece and the back piece, and then there's this little neckband. I made a size large, and it's obviously, it fits fine. There's not a lot that you could do wrong with this. The only thing that kind of gave me a pause was the sleeves, the way the sleeves attach. It's kind of those baseball sleeves, and you can't see it, but it's right, the seam is here, and then the seam is here. Well, let me put this down for a second. That makes the bottom of the armhole like at your waist side, and I did not, looking at the pattern, I did not realize that. Let me unhook and I'll give you a quick twirl. It is definitely a light, easy to make, perfect for summer shirt. So I do recommend this pattern. I want to try for summer this one, or maybe the flutter sleeves out of a challis. I think this is a cotton voile, I should have said that earlier. This is a cotton voile I got from Fabric Mart, and years ago, like a couple of years ago, I think when the very first order that I ever got from Fabric Mart, this fabric was in it. So yeah, so that is McCall's 8256. Okay, so let's talk about the pattern that I am super excited to have sewed up. It is Butterick 6172. It is this one right here, this version. You can see I've got some sleeves, and it's so cute. I love this shirt. As I was making it, I was like, oh, I really hope that it works out. Because you know, sometimes in the middle of it, you just don't know if it's going to happen. But I do. I love this shirt. It is still considered an easy, let me show you. It's still considered an easy pattern. And it is. The part that took the longest was probably cutting it out, because you have to cut each of these layers. There's the top, I think they call this the upper front, the middle front, then the front, and then you've got the sleeves, and then you've got a facing for the front and the back, and then you've got the back. Then you got the back. So there's a lot of pieces, and you have to cut them all out individually. There's not anything that you cut, well, the sleeves. You can cut the sleeves too, you know, with the fabric folded in half. So that saves you very little bit of time, but the payoff is worth it. It is super cute. It went together super well. The directions were good. They were decent. It was a little complicated to figure out what piece went where. I was afraid I was going to mess it up, so I took it really slow when I was constructing the front. But the pieces all look different enough that as you're preparing each piece to be attached to the front that it's obvious which piece goes with which step. The problem I had was after I got all of the pieces prepared, when I was trying to assemble it, that was kind of tricky for some reason. It probably is just me, but I had to put them together, take them off, put them together, and then like do it again just to make sure I got it right. But it sewed, like after you prepare the things, you just lay them on top of each other and you sew the side seams first. I did not do this shoulder seam the way that they have it in the package because I used my serger. That's another thing, I used my serger on the inside, so it looks so nice. But anyway, I used my serger to do this seam up here, and so what you're supposed to do is, and it might be different for, there was a slightly different directions for this piece and for, I think, the shoulders of this piece. So I'm not sure that I didn't do it right, but they have you attach the bottom pieces together, but you leave the top piece, let's see, you attach one side completely, and the side that's closest to your skin, you leave that open because when you attach it to the back, you end up folding and then hand stitching it together so that you don't see any seams. I didn't do that. And then when I put the facing in, I initially cut out the facing that is supposed to be for the other versions, and so I ended up chopping that off, and then when I started sewing it together it was getting into the side seams, so I chopped it off again. So there was a little bit of up around here that took me some time just to get it all organized and put together, but I did it, and it is really cute, and I will probably be making these in the future as well. I love the little tail. I thought I might not love the little tail, but it is really just an adorable dress. This fabric I got from Fabric Mart. It's a challis, rayon challis, and then I'm pretty sure this fabric I got from Fabric Mart. It's a challis as well. This fabric is the rest of the fabric that I used to make the skirt in two shirts for two skirts, one of the very first videos that I ever did. So if you want to have some cringe, you certainly can go back and watch that video. I ended up giving away that skirt because the challis was nice, but the skirt was, I looked like a hot dog in a casing. So I just was like, no, this isn't what I want to do with my body and my clothing. So I got rid of it. But on this shirt, it's perfect. So I'm going to pull back and do a little twirl for you. And then I'm going to wear this today. This is, today is Saturday. I'm doing this in the morning because this took a lot longer to finish last night than I thought it would. So, but I was so excited about both of these shirts, I wanted to be sure to get this video out to you, especially because this is a Butterick pattern. I am going to be getting another one of these if they have them at my Joann's, because the Butterick and the Vogue are both on sale this weekend. And I thought maybe if you saw this video and you wanted this shirt, you might run and go to a Joann's and get it for $1.99. All right. I will pull back and I will show you really quickly. I'm going to do, for this one at least, I'm going to do a proper video in Lincoln where like pretty and everything, and I'll put it on a short, so keep an eye out for that later on in the upcoming week. So thank you for coming and watching, and hopefully enjoying this video and my little review of these patterns. Both of them I can completely give the Lara Sewing Up Style stamp of approval. They're really nice patterns. So I am going to be going to Lincoln now. Well, in about an hour and a half. I have to go walk the dogs first. And I'm going to be going to Joann's. I looked up, I've got my list, and it's not just one-sided. Oh my gosh, it's two-sided. There's some Vogue, there's some Butterick. There's a lot of Butterick. And then there's a couple of New Look that I am going to go pick up and then go watch my son, and then I will be home. So you guys have a great weekend, and I appreciate you coming and watching and subscribing or not subscribing, but thanks for coming and watching and enjoying hopefully these videos. You guys have a good day. Bye.